All right, so now we're to the last part of the process here, and we're gonna do our cable and our cable sleeves and our hydraulic ends. So on the end post here, where we're gonna use a hydraulic end, the bigger hydraulic end that has the tensioning mechanism on it, you've got that piece. You've also got what's called a fixed end, which is the smaller piece with no tensioning mechanism on it. That's gonna go on the end over here. We're gonna do the hydraulic end over here. So you wanna use an angled cable sleeve, which there's two types of cable sleeves. You've got an angled cable sleeve with a bigger hole, and you've got a regular cable sleeve with a smaller hole inside of it. You can see them right next to each other here. Bigger hole, smaller hole. That's angled or end, and this is a regular cable sleeve. We're gonna use an end on the end post and on any angled hole, and we're gonna use a regular on the other hole. So I already have an angled one on here. I'm gonna use another angled one here for this angled hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna start in the middle and work our way out. So you're gonna do these two holes first, then these two holes, then these two holes, and work your way out, okay? So we got two angled cable sleeves on there. We use end cable sleeves or angled cable sleeves on the ends here. It's gonna be an end cable sleeve or an angled cable sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna put the cable through the hole. Okay. Give yourself a little bit of slack here, and I can pull out a bit of cable so I have some room to work with. I'm gonna slide the cable end over it, and then we're gonna use the hydraulic crimper here. We're gonna use the smallest teeth on the hydraulic crimper, the number 4, and this is how it's supposed to be set up, just like this. You turn it to the on switch, and that's how you pump it down, okay? So you want the cable to be all the way into the cable end, all the way to the back. Crank it a few times to get it close. Okay. Just gonna double check my cable's all the way slid in there. Okay, crimp it. Okay, and I crimped the very end there. Now I'm gonna crimp one more time, a little bit further in. Okay. 3, 4, and it gets harder each time you do it. 5, 6, 7. You just want to go till it's nice and firm. Okay. And you'll feel when you've done enough. Okay, that's the last one right there. I can't do any more. That's about 10 pumps. Okay. And you can see what it looks like here. It's crimped on the end. Nice and tight, nice and secure in there. Now we're gonna pull it back through the hole. Okay? So you can see just the tip of it there. Then you're gonna slide on your cable sleeve, just like that. Okay? This one's gonna slide into that hole. When you tension it down, once you tension it down, the cable sleeves will stay a lot better. For now, I'm just showing you, for example, what these are gonna look like in here, okay? So those are all in, cable's all ready. Okay, so we come down here to the next part of the process. What you're gonna wanna do is actually cut the cable right to the outside of the post here. So you don't wanna pull it all the way through because this is gonna stick all the way through the hole here, like so. So you wanna cut the cable, you wanna measure here at the very end. So we'll go ahead and cut this. Okay, and then you want to measure the 2 inches from the other side. So about 2 inches, and that's where we're going to cut the cable off. So right to the outside of the post. All right, so you want to unscrew this tensioning mechanism. Screws in and screws out. You want to screw it all the way out and then screw it in one turn, just so that it's tight in there. That gives you enough length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, make sure we slip our cable sleeve back on there. Okay, take our wire. Slip it inside. Make sure it's nice and tight. Grab our crimper. Okay. This part's a little tricky, but I'm gonna hold it with my knee. Make sure the okay. Okay. It's about good there. Okay, it's crimped onto the end there, like so. And now, we just need to tighten it up. Okay, so you just take an Allen wrench, hold the one side over here, hold this side. Tighten it down. You can feel the cable getting tighter. You can see the cable moving there. There it goes. See it tensioning up. You may need to hold this part with a pair of pliers. Okay, that's nice and tight though. I'll do one more turn with a pair of pliers. I'll just use these to hold this nice and tight. Okay, and that's nice and tight. I don't want to tighten it. Not much give in that wire at all. About 3/4 of an inch maybe, but that's nice and tight, and that's exactly what you want. So then you want to go back through any of your cable ends, make sure they're snugged up here, and see how that one just kind of clicked in? And sometimes you might have to tap them in with a little mallet or something. But this one tapped in nice and good there. This one snugged in nice and good. Same thing with this one, just gotta tap it in a little bit. All right, so I went ahead and tapped that one in, just like I said, with a little hammer, just tapped it in a little bit. Just takes a little persuasion. Everything's all set for this run right here. I'm just gonna go ahead, like I said, work from the inside on the way out, do the rest of the cable runs here, and then the whole project's gonna be finished. Finish this up, I'll show you guys a picture of the finished product when it's all done.